I've been doing this YouTube thing longer than I thought. I just went and checked my channel, and it seems I started July 30th, 2013. Hi, kitty. That was almost 12 years ago. It's pretty amazing. Man, I cannot hardly fathom it's been that long. Holy cow. When I started, well, first let's start the introduction. Welcome back to the Financial Logistician. I am your host, All-Nighter Hider. You guys have always been waiting for to hear that. When I first started, the reason I started actually watching YouTube and not YouTube educational, like I'm going to call it, was I was commercial fishing and I got a pretty sizable check. And I thought, okay, here's my time to go and get that firearm I've always wanted. So I went and I got myself a pistol. Once I got my pistol, I thought, well, now I kind of need to figure out how to keep this thing. So maybe I should get involved with politics. Oh, God, how stupid was that? Yeah, I should have learned about my own rights versus thinking that going and learning politics was going to somehow preserve my rights. Doesn't work that way. But that's how I started about it. I started watching a guy. I don't know if he's given out his name yet. His channel's BCP, Black Conservative Patriot. And this guy was great. He had a great personality. I would watch his videos daily. That's how I really became a YouTube junkie, was really through BCP. That was the first channel that I really latched onto. Love the creator. His family's involved. His daughter would even have news clips or something like that, BCP news clips. It was great. They actually did a, it wasn't a conference, but it was called a family reunion. It was just south of Long Beach. Oh, I'm not remembering the place, but it was called the BCP Family Reunion. And that's kind of why I call one rental at a time. That's our family reunion when we go out to Vegas. It's the same kind of feel, except when I was watching BCP and I was following politics, whole nother kind of people there. I don't want to say that there's ambitious people there. All right, I'm just going to say it. There's complainers. There's complainers. That's what I'm going to say. There's complainers that watch political videos. These people complain. I'm not saying everybody, I'm just generalizing. But it seems like people that watch political videos are just out with a gripe. They got something up their ass and they got to get it out. When I was watching these things, I must have watched for, golly, 2013 I started. I stopped watching around 2019, so it must have been about 6 years that I was watching this guy. 6 fucking years. Waste of time. Absolute waste of time. When I was watching, it was, so first of all, there were no interactions with anybody else. If there were, it was just a one-off. I didn't make friends with anybody in those 6 years. I didn't make friends with anybody on YouTube. Not that I remember. So if I did, they're not really noteworthy. Sorry if if we were friends and I forgot you. But yeah, there's nobody from that era that I remember. Conversely, when I started in 2019 and I actually started watching what I would call educational YouTube, and I got into macro and I got into economics and I got into finance and personal improvement. Wow. The type of people that watch these kind of videos, what's the word that Brian used earlier? Brian Anderson. Ambitious, but he used another one. Oh, shoot, I'm not going to remember. It's a great word, though. Aspirational. Aspirational. These people aspire to be better, and we all get together, and man, I love it. This is where I found my community, is in the educational YouTube. Definitely not the political. I mean, wow. It's night and day. It is absolute night and day. I was negative. The only thing, so this is another point that I was going to bring up, was that when I was watching those videos, I remember getting enthusiastic about something, like, oh wow, this guy's gonna do something, he's gonna say the right words, he's gonna push through the right bill, something's gonna happen because of this guy far off and away that knows nothing about me. He's got my best interest at heart. I'm tripping over my tongue here today. Well, that never happened. I would get encouraged, and quite honestly, I would think all the time, well, what about that thing 6 months ago? What about what so-and-so did, way back when? Whatever happened with that? It was always, whatever happened with that? Nothing. Nothing, nothing, nothing. It was always encouragement, and forget about the last encouragement. Forget about it. Oh, man. It was just a vicious cycle. Yet I was addicted. Like I said, BCP is a good guy. He presents himself well. He's got great points. But that's all they are. They're just points. They're not actionable steps. Yeah, this collective political garbage is it's just at its garbage. You really, if no one has your best interest at heart like you do, so only you can defend your rights. That's the only way it can be done. I say it all the time. Excuse me. If you cannot articulate why you are doing something, you have no business doing it. So, for example, I went out fishing without a license. I know why I don't need a license. I can articulate why I don't need a license. I'll be doing so in court in a few days. I'll let you know how that goes. The reason I was doing that action was because I could articulate. I could back up why I was doing it. I could explain myself. If I cannot explain myself and I can't articulate to myself in my own head why I'm doing something, I have no business doing it. I think everybody pretty much agrees with that. People have their own discretion. They use their own discretion. Back to the good stuff, though. Man, 2019, it was November that I really started watching, and I followed, I followed this one guy, Jeremy. Wears a fedora or something like that. He wears this goofy hat. He's a goofball. He's a real goofball. He had some good basic information. YouTube saw that I was interested in this topic. If I'm following this guy, if I'm watching this guy's videos, I'm interested in this topic. So YouTube, doing what it does best, should I say that? I'm going to go with it. I may be wrong about that one. YouTube doing what it does, the algorithm learned me because I was liking videos and I was telling the algorithm what I like. So the algorithm started feeding me more of what I like. And in doing so, that's where I found Mark Moss. Man, guy was great. Is great. He's still around. Mark, you're great. But I will say that he was the one that said, the team that got you where you are is not the same team that's going to get you where you want to be. When he said that, I remember thinking, well, Mark, man, you're friggin' awesome, dude. I'm going to be your friend forever and ever. Man, and it's weird. I've drifted away from Mark Moss. I still watch his videos, but I'm no longer in his private community. I guess I probably am, but I don't get the newsletter. I don't do the weekly meetings or anything. It's centered around stocks and stuff like that, and that's not my asset class. I don't want to spend the time on that anymore. So I shifted, and as difficult as that was, I felt like I was turning my back on Mark Moss, the guy that really introduced me into finance and really got me going. Mark was really the foundational builder. Like I said, I did buy his course. I did join his community. I don't know if I said I bought his course, but yeah, I joined his community and I bought his course. In running through that course, it was great. Just absolutely foundational information for me to understand my own personal finance and know where to grow my finances. Other considerations, he actually talks about health in that it's a financial kind of a kickstart program. Like if you don't know anything and you're in my shoes, you don't know anything but you want to know, I bought his course. That's where I got my foundation and my start. From there, George Gammon and the myriad of other YouTubers, Jason Hartman, Zuber, Simon, Matt, I mean, good Lord. They're just, you guys are all over the place now. The community that I found, though, the tribe that I now have, we interact with each other. And that's the best part. And that's really the whole theme of this video, was that my YouTube friends, my YouTube family, I'm going to call you guys family. My YouTube family is so, I'm going to curse for emphasis, fucking special to me. You guys, I see you guys, I don't physically see you, but I see you every day. I love the interactions that we have. My YouTube family has made me so much happier in the last 5 years. I haven't really amassed a whole lot of wealth since I've been starting. I need to do my net worth. It's probably, I don't know, 150K. It was 50K like 3 years ago, so I'm not doing much. That's kind of funny to say, but whatever. Reality check. I'm not doing too much, right? I'm doing enough, I think. I'm doing something. I'm not doing too much, but I'm doing something. But anyways, this family. Beyond what I'm building in my portfolio, the network that I have is just amazing. Thank you, everyone, and I mean that, every single one of you. Quite honestly, I'm getting so many friends and family here on YouTube that it's getting, should I say diluted? My mind is getting diluted. There's so freaking many of you. Wandering Doc, you were the first one. You were the first one that I actually got on the phone with and talked to and interacted with outside of YouTube. Thank you, my man. I don't know if you want me to say your first name. Well, it's just your first name, Andre. Thank you. Man, you're awesome. I really do appreciate you, and I'm looking forward to getting some baby pics. That's another point. I get these personal interactions with my YouTube family, and now I know that Wandering Doc is going to have a baby. I don't know that he wants me to tell everybody. Hope that's not spoiler alert, but that is so special to me. Just incredibly special. I love the interactions I have, and I actually typed a comment earlier on Zuber's video about how I don't have any short of friends locally here. I'm still in the same town that I grew up in, San Diego. Went to high school here, went to school here my whole life, grew up here. Bunch of my friends are still here. We don't actually hang out as much at all anymore, like nearly at all. Some friends have moved away, and we're actually going to be doing a bachelor party here in Scottsdale, Arizona in a few weeks, and that's going to be fun to see some of those buddies that have all scattered. We're all going to get together. It's going to be great. So I won't be on YouTube too much those days. That's going to be March 13th through 16th. Yeah, I don't know. I'll end it there. My YouTube family, you guys are great. I won't end it there. Mark Moss, another one of the things he said was that there's 3 forms of capital. We have monetary capital, right? Or currency capital. Then we have our network capital. That's where you guys come in. And then the knowledge capital. That's again where you guys come in, because you guys all help me to gain knowledge. The comment section is just as valuable as the content that the content creator's putting out there. The interaction, that's where it's at. That's why YouTube thrives, the interaction. And that's where we thrive. Quite honestly, the lives. I love the live streams. The pre-recorded videos are great. You know, I get to hear what I want to hear again and listen to it at my own speed and this and that. There's pros and cons, but the live streams, that's where we get together as a YouTube family, and I love it. So thank you very much, each and every one of you. I really do appreciate each and every one of you. I'm looking forward to meeting a bunch of you new guys, a bunch of the guys that I haven't met in Vegas come February for the One Rental at a Time event. Oh man, yeah, I'll leave it at that. 15 minutes we're coming up on. Thank you very much. Hope you enjoyed this one. Again, I'm the Financial Logistician, and I'm your host, All Nighter Hider. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. Share it to Facebook. Just That's what I do. It helps the algorithm, it excites the algorithm, and it curates your personal algorithm. So, invest accordingly.